Hi, hello mọi người, trở lại với cuộc sống Mỹ hạnh hồ. Thì chào buổi sáng. Thì hôm nay mình làm một cái video để mình mình nói cho các bạn nghe. Mình mới mua một cái này nè. Thì cái này hôm bữa mình đi Best Buy á, mình mua nhưng mà nó còn có một cái cuối cùng à. Cái này có tên là DJI Pocket 2 Real Combo. Đọc tiếng Anh hơi bị dở. Okay. Thì mình mới order, ông xã mình mới order được 3 ngày thì nó tới nè, từ Best Buy đó, order online. Tại vì mà hôm bữa mình ra gia đình mình đi ra Best Buy thì nó có một cái mà nó bỏ trong cái khung á, nó không có cho mình đụng được hết. Nhưng mà mình thì bây giờ mình rất là vui được cái này để rồi mình tạo những cái video đẹp, nó không có bị rung lay, không có bị coi nhức mắt, tạo những video hay hơn cho mọi người coi. Mà mình ngạc nhiên một điều là nó nhỏ quá nè mà mấy bạn ơi, thấy không, nó nhỏ giống như một bàn tay của mình vậy thôi nè, đó, không ngờ nó nhỏ nhưng mà có thể là nó sẽ gọn nhẹ. Thì bây giờ ông xã mình sẽ mở ra coi và coi cái chức năng của nó làm sao nha. Ông xã thì giỏi về cái này cho nên để ổng làm. Ok, hello Andy, you can help me open the box for everybody to see.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so yeah, this is kind of I don't speak Vietnamese, by the way, so sorry about that. So you're gonna have to put up with English from me. But no, this was an interesting purchase to get off of using the iPhone. Hans decided to go ahead and go with this particular unit, and so it is the DJI Pocket 2. This is the creator's combo, and so as Han mentioned, we did go through Best Buy to purchase this. We went to Best Buy first to take a look at the product, but they only had one that was sort of inside this plastic case. They couldn't take it out of the case, so all we could do was just go there and look at it. And in store, they didn't have the creator's combo available, which is what we wanted because it's got all kinds of cool stuff. It has a wireless microphone on it. It's got a little tripod stand. It's got some additional little accessories that you can plug into it to be able to actually connect it to your phone and utilize it that way. So we learned about this product by watching other YouTubers and watching their videos, doing some reviews on it and things like that. So that's why we decided to go with it. It is very interesting when you look at it for the first time because you don't realize how small it really is. And just by looking at it in the box, I'll give you a sense by just taking this tape measure, and we'll just measure the box real quick, and you can see, look at that. That is just barely over 6 inches on the box. And of course, that's just the box, so the unit's inside. And so that gives you somewhat of a sense of how small this thing really is. And so that was kind of interesting for us when we first looked at it in store, was we saw how tiny it was. But that's also kind of what we were looking for, because as Han's going around and she's vlogging and she's holding up her phone all the time, you've got this big bulky phone that she's trying to hold up, and it draws a lot of attention when you're walking around vlogging. So this is a nice little slender device. You can hold it right in your hand. It doesn't take up a whole lot of area and space, and it should be more comfortable. So we're going to go ahead and open this up right now. I do want to show you just a few things on the box. On this side of the box, you can see it does sort of list all the stuff that's supposed to be inside. So that's just kind of an interesting thing. And then of course the rest of the box is just all the standard, stuff that you would see on a product. So we're going to go ahead and start opening this up. We haven't even taken the plastic off of it yet, so we didn't cheat. This is an actual unboxing. We haven't looked in it yet, so who knows? Maybe we'll open it up and it won't even be there, and then we'll have to call Best Buy and figure out what we're gonna do. So we'll see here now. I'm gonna fumble around with this because I haven't opened it before. I know a lot of people will pre-open the box so that they can not fumble around with it on the. So just you can see me not know what I'm doing. Oh, here we go. Hey, check that out. Now we're talking. Okay, so for those of you that didn't catch that, it opens up from the side here and then opens like a book. So that's good to know. For those of you that already knew that and you want to laugh at me, go ahead and put that in the comments. So we're going to start taking some of this stuff out so we can take a look at it. And it looks like right here we may have our camera that's inside of this little plastic case here. So we're gonna go ahead and take that out. So this is the little protective case that it has that you can put it in. It's very nice and convenient so that you can stick it in your purse or whatever it is that you want to do. Yeah, this is kind of a neat little deal here. So it's got these little things on it as you go through. Obviously you'll pull this stuff off. There's a little thing protecting the lens and all the stuff for shipping. So we'll go through those things later. And then we'll be able to get a better idea of it. And then once we get it out and we actually use it for the first time, then Han might actually be able to go ahead and show you that a little bit too. So there's another small box inside here, so we're gonna pull that out, and this is probably gonna be the majority of our accessories. Okay, so I can tell right now that this is the windscreen that goes for the, there's a little wireless microphone that's in there. And so this is gonna be the windscreen that goes on that. So wow. Here's that. So we'll just set that aside.
How small.
Yeah, this is really, so what's the next little thing here? So these, you can't really tell what it is while it's inside the package. So we'll pull it out and see. Watch it drop on the floor and go flying.
Yeah, that's why be careful.
The dog picks it up and eats it. So, all right, so this looks like, okay, so this goes on the lens.
Pin, that one, pin.
This is, okay, so it's a lens cover, so it's like a
battery.
No, it's not a battery. It goes over the lens, and it gives you the sort of wide angle shots and stuff like that. So we'll have to take a look at the directions in there so that we know exactly how to use that stuff. Because, you know, for those of you that have used this before, you're probably laughing at me right now because I have no clue what I'm talking about. But for us, we've just been using, you know, iPhones. So this is the first time that we'll actually get to use a camera. All right, so this piece here goes here. This is the main control for the camera. So this is like your little, I guess you would call this your joystick. And that's how the camera actually moves and rotates and stuff like that. So once we get an opportunity to play around with that kind of stuff, we'll have a better idea of how that works. This right here looks like it's the adapter. This is how you would connect it up to your phone, because these will connect to your iPhone. You can see some of the other videos on YouTube where they connect these things. So what this does is it does slide right into this same slot where you would normally have this, and then you just plug it right into your iPhone. So your iPhone kind of extends off to the side of this, and then we'll be playing around more with that to see exactly what the capabilities of that are. If it gives you full control over the device, or if it's just using it as a monitor. These are all things that we get to learn as we go and figure out as we go. So there's a big cable in here. Let's see what this is, if I can get it out. Everybody who's ever unpackaged something realizes what I'm going through right now. Okay, so here's a nice little wrist lanyard. And that would go, where is that? Here. So there's your little, to slide that in, and then you can hold this on your wrist. Now, this is actually small enough that would make sense. I've seen these things come with big, huge, and it's like, why would you hang something like that from your wrist? All right, so here's another connection here. That looks like that goes to a different style phone. I think you can use these with the Samsung phones too, and I believe that's what this connection is for. I will have to look at the directions, the instructions on that, which come in here. So there's another thing here. So you get your quick start guide. You get yourself some little stickers. So if you want to, if you like to put those on your computers, your laptops, or anything else, then there you have those. And then of course we've got the full-on instruction booklet, which yes, I will get an opportunity to go through later and learn all about this thing. And then of course you've got This is most likely a warranty thing, consumer products laws for different countries and stuff like that. So, alrighty, so there's that. We still have some more in the box. For such a tiny box, there sure is a lot of stuff. I don't think I addressed this either. So this is the cable here. I'm going to assume that this is for connecting it up to probably to your computer. Maybe this connects up to something, so probably your computer. That reminds me too that I was going to mention, so this takes a micro SD card, and of course it doesn't come with a micro SD card, so you'll have to purchase one separately. I'm sure everybody knows what a micro SD card is. You get the micros, it comes with a little adapter to be able to put that in your computer. So this you have to buy separately. It doesn't come with that. And then of course the price ranges on those are very dependent on what class you buy, as well as how much memory is available. So that day that we went to Best Buy to take a look at them, they were like out of stock. And so we ended up ordering that online as well. So here's a neat little thing too. This is a little tripod. I was really looking forward to seeing this. So this is a little tripod that you can use to connect up to your camera to be able to set it in place and video yourself. So if you were wondering how that works, yes, it comes with a little tripod. And again, once we get all the little protective films and everything taken off of this, and then we make sure that batteries are fully charged and all of that is done, then Han will most likely do another video to be able to show this thing in action, which, you know, that'll be interesting to record on an iPhone what we're replacing the iPhone with, but that's that. So here comes some of our other stuff that's in the box here. So this is the bottom piece, the bottom cap, and then of course that's also what your tripod is going to plug into here, and then of course it's got a little open slot there so that you can still be able to access all of your plugs and connections and things of that sort. So looks like they thought of quite a few things, which is good. This is going to be the wireless microphone. I'm going to be very interested into seeing how this works and how it charges, what the battery life and capacity is on this thing. But this is a little wireless microphone, and of course that's what this windscreen here is for. So it just, you can see the windscreen. I don't know how well you can see this, but it's got this plastic piece here with these two little clips on the side, and that's what goes into these two little slots right here. And you just slide that in there, and then you got yourself a windscreen. And of course it's got a nice little handy clip on the back so that you can clip it onto your shirt or your pocket or whatever, and wherever you need it. So if you're outside on a windy day, that should help take care of some of that wind noise. And of course, if you're not, then you can always just be able to, I think having a pocket is kind of neat too, because then you kind of have it here and it doesn't show as much. Whereas if, you know, it looks kind of large. Now, with that being said, there is a jack on here that you can plug in a lav mic. So if you wanted to wear this down somewhere out of sight and then run a wire up your shirt and put a lav mic up on your collar, then that is certainly a capability that this has as well. So that's neat. And then look here, what is this? This must be, this has got to be the battery. So yeah, here we go. So it plugs in there, and then of course you've also got your connection here to be able to plug in your tripod. So anyways, that's what's in the box. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go through and take some time and make sure that we're able to read up on all this literature so that we fully understand this new product that we have, and be able to let Han use it in a productive manner. So that this will be fun to try out this new device. I mean, obviously, anybody who records on an iPhone, everything's pretty self-explanatory. If you have any experience with cameras and things of that sort, this is all going to be very amateur for you. But for folks like ourselves, We do not. We've only ever used an iPhone. We've never had a camera before. I'm sure later on we will upgrade to something a little bit newer. Excuse me, but for right now, this is what we have. What do you think?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. So mọi người có muốn hỏi giá này kia thì có thể comment ở dưới nha, tại mình không phải là bán máy mà tại vì ông xã mới mua cho cái máy quay phim này về quay cho đẹp thôi để mình làm YouTube thôi, chứ không phải mình bán, cho nên cũng không có nói giá trên cái video làm gì này kia là đó. Thì có gì mà có hỏi hay gì thì mình sẽ trả lời lại cho các bạn nghe nha. Thì đó, cái này là cái máy mới đó, để có gì Andy nó ráp lại này kia rồi ngày mai có thể mình sử dụng máy mới đó. Trên những cái video phía sau là mấy bạn có thể coi, có thể là ấy hơn, coi nó hay hơn nha. Thì thôi, chúc mọi người một ngày an lành và tạm biệt các bạn nha. Cảm ơn nhiều lắm nha. Bye.